The feminine mystique. What stickiness surrounds its discourse. The portrayal of the female identity is always one to be on the verge of a lengthy lecture. Throughout time, any reasoning serving to the woman would always be met with skepticism. Women are made to live half the life a man would, and the consensus would agree that on any moral ground is the rationale sane enough to suffice. Kant wrote that without rationality, the universe would be a waste, in vain, and without purpose. Apropos to the quote being, Aristotle stated that women lacked logos, or rationality, with women being subjects to men and are only capable of being emotive and passionate. With traditional and contemporary tropes and tendencies putting women as second-place citizens of the world, could it really be safe to say that the future is female, or will the infallibility of inequality prevail? Hi, I'm Timothy Eikel Haganta from Darma Yudha Senior High School, and let's explore the truth behind the freeing of the woman. Feminism in its essence is rejection of the status quo. Feminism pushed boundaries and put them to test as means of freeing the oppressed woman. The mantra, "the future is female," attempts to dismantle this bounded mentality that remains ambivalent throughout society. Women deemed with traits of power and ambition are often disparaged, despite those traits being of management material to men. With feminism all about breaking societal norms and pushing new values and ethics into the known, could the question of how much feminism be too much feminism arise? So surely exists this spectrum set between right and wrong used to determine the virtues of feminism. Sometimes looked over is how in this compass of a spectrum, the right and the wrong reside ambiguously within a great partition not set exclusively within said spectrum of feminism. It's just how complex and cumulative feminism is, intersecting and overlapping within various groups of the marginalized. For example, two feminists could argue about the woman's freedom of expression and means of what to wear. One could say that to cover up is submission to the norm, something against feminism, and it's something that would push feminism back. Where the other could argue that to cover up is a choice for the woman to make, and it's something that feminism clearly fights for. This ambiguity puts feminism under the premise that feminism equals rationality, or at least comes with rationality. Well, a false premise I can't presume, but when the act of feminism put out contradicts the woman reality/truth, the notion said about how feminism detests itself while not inherently could be true. How enigmatic to the point of contradictory feminism is viewed as makes feminism be met with skepticism from the other side of the binary. And that certain hesitation is used by the general to scrutinize the feminist belief. This is the so-called irony of feminism. So finally coming to terms, should it be suggested that it is plausible how the abuse of power in regards to the female identity is rooted within the fragility of manhood? How we as a society nurtured this masochist trend manifested the culture of denigration towards the female entity. This trend continues, and how we still divulge the norm even in our subconscious as one for our agenda. In various cases, does feminism and the woman niche build off its pessimistic relationship dynamic? Much like its counterpart of the Stockholm Syndrome, where captives develop empathy towards their captors as a way to cope, many women feel the need to give in to the likes of the man. And under zero circumstances is it a woman's job to make a man feel like one, to suppress her talent, her skill set, nor to even just settle for less as means of licking the man's boot. So feminism, true to form, is a study of chance and the pursuit of the human equal. Feminism isn't confined to bounds set as a hill to die on. Feminism listens, it recognizes, and it aids. What women need, feminism will strive to provide for. Feminism, having its adherents from all sides of the human array, fight under the one notion: to free the woman. With all its might, sets out to counter the patriarchal hold of the woman, to be free from the shackles of bigotry, and to finally breathe the fresh air of female uprising. One is not born, but rather one becomes a woman. Perhaps what is the most well-known quote from the writing of Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex: "To be a woman is to be imposed of the constructed traits of womanhood, to be childlike, passive, in need of a master to look herself over without actual regards to the innate characteristics a woman is born with. To live as a woman is to struggle, to succumb to the foot of the man. And so appears the light of hope under the gloom of the patriarchy, as is feminism." I'm Timothy, and I'm here to celebrate the woman's fight, her stories, and her presence. Women are only getting started, and so may all of us, every step of the way, continue to kindle the flame of female justice. Have a great day.